welcome to the Redefine Podcast. All right, happy Tuesday and happy podcast day to you. Welcome to the show if you're brand new. And of course, if you're an existing listener, welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. It's nice to be back, first of all. Not that you would know this, but I have been away for 2 weeks, so it's nice to be back up here at home on the mountain. And so one thing, again, you wouldn't have noticed because I had already pre-recorded the past 2 weeks episodes before I left. So that's one thing I will always want you to remember is bank your content. I know I did an episode on that long time ago, but it always merits a good reminder. Bank your content. So batch record your content and then bank it so that you can keep up with your own content release schedule, right? The last thing I want you guys to do is be stressed out about continuing to have to keep up with your own release schedule and it's just not a great state to be. And it doesn't always happen 100% of the time. Like I miss an episode here and there and I fall behind and I'm playing catch up. But for the most part, I like to batch record, bank the content, and so that I have a stress-free release for, a week or two. And that'll allow you more freedom to take care of other things that you have to do. Again, for me, traveling, right? Now, during my travel, I was always jotting down topic ideas, and I do that anyways in general. But because I wasn't actively recording new content, I have a stockpile of ideas for the last 2 weeks, and I was looking over those ideas and those topics, and I'm not going to talk about any of it today. I know it sounds silly. Why even bring it up? Because there was something else that was really on my mind and on my heart that I wanted to deliver to you, a message that I wanted to deliver to you, and that I think, I don't know where it's coming from, but I feel like you need it, right? And that message is this: you are doing great, and you are enough. You are enough. In this world of hustle and grind and measuring sticks and one-upmanship and, comparatitis and keeping score, all this kind of stuff, we can really get beat up into feeling like we're not good enough. Right. And there's even very prominent and influential individuals that have large followings and large platforms that will say, well, if somebody was worthy of the goal and the dream that they want to achieve, then they would already have it. So that means they're not worthy. And there's so much more nuance to that particular message, and a lot of it obviously gets lost in this soundbite world that we live in, this meme world that we live in. And so it merits really talking about. And I want you to know, despite anything, right? Well, I know we can get all that external stimuli telling us we're not good enough. I mean, you might even have people in your life directly telling you you're not good enough. And even worse is when we start to really convince ourselves that we're not good enough. And I want to let you know that is absolutely 100% not true. You are enough. You are enough. And I know that because you're here right now. You're here right now listening to this podcast, or you're watching this video. You are enough. In this very moment right now, you're still here. That means you are enough. Now, if you want to set new goals and if you want to, create new dreams for yourselves and create new outcomes in your life, that will mean that you will have to unlock and tap into your innate limitless capability that you haven't unlocked yet. But in this moment right now, you are enough. You are enough. You're not you're not broken. You're not, what's the word I'm looking for? I just looked it up here on the thing. Sorry, I have to look at my thesaurus. This is really you're not inherently deficient in anything, right? Or defective. The memes and the sound bites that you hear that of these influencers saying that, well, if you were good enough and that if you were capable and if you were worthy, you would already have the thing. Don't listen to that. You're not inherently broken. You're not inherently defective. And we'll talk more about this in a future episode. You're not deficient in anything. You just simply haven't unlocked those parts of you that are already there. Right? And you haven't tapped into those things yet. And I want you to know you have all of that in this moment right now. You are enough for this moment right now. when you set your goals, when you set your dreams, as you unlock those things that are inherent in you, unlimited capability, as you unlock those certain facets of you, those things will help propel you forward. But in every step of that journey to your destination, you will be enough, just as you right now are enough. You're doing great. So be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace. Pat yourself on the back. I know sometimes the world can be crazy. Your life might be topsy-turvy right now. And I also know that you're managing and you're doing your best. You are enough. You are doing great. So that's my message for you today. Of course, leave me a comment if you have thoughts on this. I mean, I can expand on it, but I didn't want to get too wordy and expound too much on this, because the message is simple. You are enough, and you are doing great. So again, give yourself grace, be kind, be good to yourself, and we will see you on Thursday with a fresh new one. So until then, be well, be safe. We'll see you in the next episode.